Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can tell, I'm in a very different location of my room. I got my fish tank right there, and there's Reaper in his cage. Everyone say hi to Reaper. He's just sitting there, like, he looks so cute. I don't want to get too close because, like, he'll move, but, like, he's just so cute. Okay. Anyways, so for today's video, because you guys are like, she's in a different location, what is going on? So today's video will kind of be more of like a vlog. I'm going to a haunted house. I'm very excited to go to a haunted house. Luckily my state's allowing them to be open. This one I go to every year with my family, which is like my mom, dad, and brother. Very excited to go. Should be interesting. It's definitely going to be different, but I did my hair, as you guys can see. It's very long. Well, my hair has gotten very long, but I straightened it, which I don't normally do. Got the Freddy sweater on. Got to represent Freddy. And I have contacts in my eyes. Contacts in my eyes. I know it looks so weird. I got them from Contact Lens Hub, not sponsored. Good thing I'm not trying to meet people tonight because these would be the biggest, like, turn off. But yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup and then maybe I'll vlog a little, like, before I go, like when I'm in full outfit. I'm gonna try to record what I can. Also, I might forget, or because it's like different this year. Like, I have a time frame. Like, I'm supposed to like be there at 8 o'clock and then like they call my queue or whatever, or I get a text. So yeah, it's gonna be a little different this year, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but I'm gonna just kind of get into doing my makeup. I'm not gonna probably do the whole makeup process, but you know, we'll just see what this is. This is gonna be a weird video. It's gonna be something different, but yeah, I'm gonna shut up and we're just gonna get into this whole thing. Hey ghosts and ghouls, just wanted to give a little video update. There's Reaper sleeping. Look at the baby. That was not the video update. So he moved. I need to get to my point. So basically, I think we're gonna leave soon. I did my makeup. Here, let me like lift my hat so you guys can see. There we go. Yeah, okay, cool. So basically, oof, my hair. I called the place we're going to because I was asking like a question, and then they have like shops, like t-shirts, they sell like kettle corn, like fudge, like all sorts of really cool like foods and stuff. And apparently all of their shops are like gonna be closed besides like a donut shop, a food shop, and like like basic foods like chicken fingers, hot dogs, fries, and their photo shop. So I'm a little disappointed because I really like their shops and that's kind of part of the experience in going, but it's okay. But I'm a little disappointed. Still hoping it's gonna be good. I'll keep you guys tuned and updated. But yeah, I guess I should call this vlog like going to a haunted house during a pandemic. But yeah, so I'm still trying to remain optimistic, even though I spent like a lot of money on these tickets. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly show you guys my outfit, and then I don't know when the next time you guys will see me is, but yeah. Hi guys, so here's my outfit. Cool shoes, yeah. This is my outfit. I feel like I look weird. Okay, here's like a more full body. Yeah. That's a haunted house. I got, no, but I really have it. Alright guys, we're about to go in.
Open 30 minutes?
Not 30.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah, he got like.
Alright, about to leave. It's our time of home. Hey ghosts and ghouls, so I just got home a little bit ago, and I thought I would do this, like, you know, because everything's still fresh in my mind, kind of give my thoughts on going to a haunted house during a pandemic. And also, yeah, I just want to let you guys know, because I know this might have seemed all over the place. I've never really vlogged. I'm sure I did a bad job, But before you saw some clips of like what the place looked like and whatnot. I know you guys are gonna be like, where'd you go? That's my business. Anyways, so overall going, oh yeah, I didn't record when I was like in my car, because one, like my mom was playing, she was driving, she was playing music, so I didn't want to be like, lower that so I can record myself, you know, like, and then like by the time I was leaving, it was obviously dark out, so I'm like, well, I don't want to record and like you guys can't see me, so I was like, I'll just wait till I get home. But I'm gonna tell my overall experience, and then like just going to a haunted house during a pandemic. And then I'm going to tell you guys a really funny story. So basically when we got there, we were like lined up to go parking. We paid for parking. We went to the website and I got onto like an online waiting list. So basically when we got there, we parked. We were put on an online waiting list. Like basically we got a text saying, hey, you're on the wait list. And then we were supposed to wait for another text to say like, hey, you're good to go in. Less than 10 minutes later, after we were parked, we got a text that was like, you're good to go in. So we got out of the car, put our masks on. When you get there, you can pay for tickets, or like I always prepay for my tickets for things like that. It's just like, just in general, if you go to a haunted house, prepay for your tickets. It's so much quicker. So we prepaid, or we had already paid, so we went to like the immediate access line to get in, and then they took our temperatures like on our wrists, because they were like, show me your wrist, and I got like scared at first. I'm like, what are you gonna do, like cut it? And I was like, oh, temperature, because I'm used to people like doing it on the forehead. But yeah, so we showed them our wrists. We were obviously good. We all went in, and then they put us through a metal detector, which it was a lot of fun going through it, because like usually they have it like, I think if you go to like airports or like concerts, or like put your phone or like anything metal in like this like little bin. Yeah, they were like, hold your metal objects up. So I was holding my phone and my like debit card. And then I have a belt. I always wear this belt every year, and it has metal on it. So of course the thing went off, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's my belt. And he's like, I think so too. Like everything else was fine. So like, yeah, I went in, everything was good. My family went in. And then we went to the immediate access line for the event. And we went in, we took a family photo, and then we started the attraction, like, very shortly after. Overall, going through it, and I know, like, some people might be like, why didn't you record while you were in there? It's really hard to record, like, in a haunted house. Like, a lot of them are like, don't want you filming, because then it's like, you kind of spoil things, like, for future people going in it. So yeah, I didn't record in the haunted house. Like, areas that were, like, public, I did record. That I didn't record when I was in there, because it's also, like, you know, I'm not going to spoil it for other people. And, like, when you record, they kind of get mad at you. So I was like, it's not worth it. But overall, going through it, and this is a haunted house I've been going to for the past few years with my family. Like, it's our family tradition. I will say it was definitely different going than previous years, but it's like, you know, it's like that's to be expected under the circumstances. I'm glad they were still able to be open, but it did seem a lot quicker than normal years. Like, I think we were there like an hour tops. Usually we're there a little bit longer, even though because we did have immediate access, but actually no, now thinking about it, no, we were there for less than an hour. Normally we're there a little over an hour, but it was still all right. The haunt itself was still pretty good. There were some slight differences, because like in the state I'm in, you can't have hay rides. Like, hay rides are not allowed because you can't properly social distance, and it's hard to sanitize those in between. So I think they just are not doing hay rides. So instead of doing a hay ride, they kind of like, they switched it up a little bit. It was definitely shorter than what it normally is. Also, one thing about this haunted house, every year I go to it, they usually have like claustrophobic spaces, things like hanging from the ceiling and stuff that, like, you know, can touch you. This year they didn't have any of that. They took away claustrophobic spaces, and they took away like things hanging from the ceiling that could touch you, but it was still really good overall. And also, like, the actors were all wearing face masks. Some of them, like, you know, they had a mask, like a full mask on, but they were like, all of our actors will have masks on, so somebody had one like underneath, if that makes sense. Like, if I had a clown mask, I would have like a face mask and then the clown mask over it. They all had masks. Some of them, it was like you could tell, like, it's like, okay, they got a face mask on. I did like for how some of them had like blood splatter on their face masks, or like they did it where it would like kind of go with their costume, so it wasn't too out of the ordinary. Overall, going in a pandemic, it definitely felt very different than what I was used to, but I still think they succeeded in like their haunt. Like, yes, the actors were wearing face masks, but it kind of just went with what they were doing. Like, they kind of had like a hospital type theme, like a mental insane asylum type theme, which I really liked. So obviously face masks go really well with that. Some of the actors had like the full masks on, so you couldn't even see it. So I definitely think overall, even though it was a different experience, it was still I still think they succeeded overall. I wasn't too disappointed. But yeah, the only other thing I think I said earlier on in this video, this place has like and you'll see it, like they have different shops, like they have kettle corn, like candy apples, like, you know, t-shirts, like they have all these different, like fudge, like all these different little shops, and like I think only 2 were open, and then the photo center. Like in by shops, it was like a normal food one, and then like they had a donut one, which I did get a sundae from there. It was really good. It was also $8, but it was really good. But it was a little disappointing not having the shops open, especially because they were saying like, oh yeah, with the social distancing and stuff, like it wouldn't work. But like when I was standing out there really weren't that many people around. Like normally like that whole area is like packed, and it was really like dead. Like, I mean, granted, because the shops weren't open, but even like the donut shop that was open and like the food stand, like there was really like no lines at all for them. So I'm like, I feel like they could have opened them. But I did talk to somebody on the phone earlier today, and they did say like the reason they weren't opening those things is because they initially didn't even know if they were going to be allowed to open. They assumed they weren't, so they really weren't prepared to open all the shops. But yeah, so that's my experience overall, and I'm not saying every haunted house is going to be good. I'm really glad they were still able to succeed. This haunted house has been doing it for over 30 years now, so like they definitely, you know, I feel like newer ones might have struggled a little more, but like they did really good. I was still impressed. Like, obviously I'm still going to go back, but yeah, that's my overall on that. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like it, subscribe, comment down below. Comment, like, are you going to go to a haunted house this year? Why or why not? You know, let's discuss this. I'm just going to link my social media down below. I'm too tired to be like, check this out, check this out. I have an Instagram, website, and Etsy shop. It'll all be linked down below. That's it for today's video, but stay till the end. I'm going to tell you guys a really funny story about something that happened tonight with my contacts, so stay tuned. Okay, so I have my red contacts in still. That looks so creepy. I have my red contacts in still, so I look like a vampire from Twilight, low-key. But on the way to this haunted house, my family, we stopped to get Popeyes. I love Popeyes. So we stopped at a Popeyes, like on the way there. I forgot I was wearing these. So I walk up to the register to order my food, getting like a spicy chicken sandwich meal or whatever. And when I walked up to place my order, forgetting I had these on, the lady looks at me and she's like, are those real? She goes, are your eyes actually that color? And I'm like, no, they're just contacts. She goes, whew, she said, I was about to say, if those were real, I was running, I was leaving. She goes, it's too close to Halloween for that. And then she was getting like all the other like crew members to look at my eyes. And it was just so funny because like when I tell you, like she had the biggest look of relief. She went like, like she looked like she was about to run if I did not say these are contacts. And I went to the haunted house when we were doing our photo op or whatever. Like the lady saw my contacts. She's like, oh my gosh, I love your contacts. She's like, come here, I want to see them. And, like I was getting really close to her, not like that, like, you know, like we had our face masks on, but like close enough so she could look. And she's like, oh my gosh, where'd you get them? And like what? And then I got like donuts from like the donut stand, and the lady was like, oh my gosh, I love your contacts. The funny story was Popeyes. It might have been funnier, like, you know, you had to be there, but just imagine somebody coming up to you to order something or check something out. This is what you see. This girl at Popeyes was like literally like, if you had not said those were contacts, I was out of here. But yeah, that's my funny story. Thanks for watching. Just remember, always say goodbye. Bye!